Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Metropolis Radio. Today, we are talking about that new National Treasure trailer. Now, by the time this comes out, this is going to be a few days old. It premiered, I believe, at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, just personally, I did enjoy the first two National Treasure movies. Never saw the first one in theaters. Did go see the second one, though. And yes, I'm in the bandwagon of I've wanted to see National Treasure 3 since National Treasure 2 came out. But so Disney brought out this trailer. It's only like 17 seconds long, showing off the new National Treasure TV series. So let's take a look at it and come right back. Talk about a bunch of fucking bullshit with that reveal. You know, if you're not gonna bring back Nicolas Cage in National Treasure, I'd rather Disney not reboot this at all. No Nicolas Cage, no National Treasure. But I'm pulling this up from Screen Rant. Screen Rant did a write up of this. National Treasure: Edge of History show trailer and poster revealed at Comic-Con. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read this synopsis that they must have gotten from like a press release or something. National Treasure: Edge of History synopsis and cast. The series focuses on a young heroine, Jess, played by Lizette Oliveira, a brilliant and resourceful dreamer. Right there, I'm not reading anymore other than that, because what this tells me here is that if they're focusing it on a young heroine and it's going to be a quote unquote dreamer, this was not a decision. This was not a creative decision that was made by people saying, we've ran the course with Benjamin Franklin Gates. We gotta move the series forward. No, this was not made as a creative decision for that. This decision to focus it on a female lead, and not just any other female lead, but a quote unquote dreamer, was basically to get brownie points on fucking Twitter. That's all it was. I guarantee you this is what happened. What happened was they maybe approached Nicolas Cage to do a National Treasure 3. He couldn't do it, and now the showrunners are thinking, oh fuck, what do we do? Because we've got the green light, and Disney wants this like National Treasure show on Disney Plus. What are we gonna do now that we don't have Nicolas Cage? Here's the idea. We're going to pull the old switcheroo. So instead of Benjamin Franklin Gates, we're going to have a new character that's going to be a female lead, and we're going to emphasize the fact that this female lead is a dreamer, because then all of these people on fucking Twitter and other social medias are going to rush out to defend our decision and call us fucking heroes for making this move and standing up to those evil, racist fan base the evil, racist fan base full of motherfuckers. Yay! Do I think that this series will backfire? Abso-fucking-lutely. And another thing, and another article from Screen Rant written a little bit earlier, written back at the beginning of the year, they're acknowledging that the reboot of National Treasure can't work without Nicolas Cage. Again, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just gonna read the important part here, and that is the Disney Plus reboot of National Treasure can't properly work without Nicolas Cage. Introducing the popular franchise to a new, younger generation is a perceptive idea, but the television reboot needs Cage's influence to survive, as the actor is easily the most identifying and important aspect of the original films. A National Treasure reboot without Cage in the role of Ben Gates simply won't work, in the same way that an Indiana Jones reboot without Harrison Ford would already have the iconic actor's shadow hanging over the entire production. Indiana Jones that's a good example. The example I personally would have gone with is that doing a National Treasure movie without Nicolas Cage is like doing a Pirates of the Caribbean movie without Johnny Depp. Simply, it just would not work. In today's requel era, that's the what do they call the requel? It's like the reboot, but it's actually a sequel, or it's like a revival and a sequel. I don't know. I don't keep up with all of these new fucking terms, if I'm being 100% honest. But okay. In today's requel era, it is a mistake to leave out the original hero and expect the series to work based on the name brand alone. An Academy Award-winning actor for his role of Ben Sanderson in Leaving Las Vegas, and known for starring in big-budget summer blockbusters, Cage brings a charismatic intensity to all the characters he portrays, making it nearly impossible to find him anything but entertaining regardless of how campy or bizarre the role. Equally at home moving between genre styles and accents, Cage is more than an actor. He is a performer with his own brand of gusto. Clearly, the creators behind the National Treasure franchise are honed into what their target audience creates. No, they're not. Look at that trend. Now, benefit of the doubt to Screen Rant when this article was written. This was written in January of 2022, long before that trailer came out. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop reading because I did a video very recently. It probably came out within the last month. And it was something that was like effectively titled like the new golden age of OG film stars. And basically the main point that the Hollywood Reporter was making at the time was that it doesn't matter if you're making a new movie in the series if you're not bringing back the original cast. But like a lot of people pointed out in the comments to me at the time, and they're right on this too, just because you bring back the original cast, the original director, producer, writers, does not guarantee success. And look no further than the Matrix Resurrections. I had to think about that one for a second. I almost said Revolutions. No, Revolutions, it was a terrible Matrix movie, but that was before the Matrix Resurrections came out, and that the Matrix Resurrection, I never thought I would live in a world where the Matrix Revolutions was no longer the worst Matrix movie. But still, getting back to National Treasure, am I saying that this National Treasure Disney Plus show would have worked had they brought back Nicolas Cage, Diane Kruger, and Justin Bartha? No, there's absolutely no guarantee of that. But let's stop kidding ourselves and really question why Disney made this decision to reboot it with a female lead and choose to dignify the female lead as a quote-unquote dreamer. In my opinion, it was not a creative choice because maybe they couldn't get Nicolas Cage back. It was done simply to get the people on Twitter and other social medias behind them, like I said, to call them heroes, and they're fighting back against the racist, toxic man-baby trolls. Yay! And I'm gonna go as far as to predict this. This National Treasure Disney Plus series, as I said in the title, is a disaster waiting to happen. It's gonna go over like a lead balloon, in the sense that nobody is gonna really watch it, myself included. I'm not watching one fucking second of this show because I know it's going to be bad just based on the description alone. So here's what's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna watch the show. It's gonna be an outright disaster. Is John Turteltaub, Jerry Bruckheimer, the original writers in Disney and the Walt Disney Corporation, are they gonna take it lying down that maybe they made a bad call by trying to revive National Treasure without Nicolas Cage? No, it's the fan base's fault. It's the racist, sexist, homophobic, misogynistic trolls on social media that ruined the show. Oh, and on top of that, it's also piracy because we can't accept the fact that we made a bad show. No. It's the racist, sexist, misogynistic, homophobic, xenophobic trolls and all those dirty pirates downloading this show off of BitTorrent. Despite the fact that that's not how BitTorrent works, but that's neither here nor there. I'm already calling it for what it is. And guys, personally, I am done talking about this National Treasure show from this point on. I might do a follow-up regarding the reception of the show, but really that's it, because I'm not really interested in beating a dead horse. But again, you gotta call this for what it is. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here. And please do let me know if you're actually excited for this National Treasure series. Personally, I don't see any redeeming factor as of right now. But who knows? It could be the bestest series ever odds of that happening are pretty much slim to none, but again, there is always that possibility. So, okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and truly end right here before I drag this out for way longer than it needs to be. If you stuck around this long, thanks so much for doing so. And if you've been following me long enough, you know I'm terrible at ending these videos, so I will just see you guys next time.